Hey guys, it's Boone. I'm just outside of the animal drum. And we're gonna go take a look at my base race build for August. More that I didn't do that great on the race portion, but you can kind of see it over there. I could have gone further out with this, but here it is. It's partially based with the theme fairy tale. See, fairy tale just is a more fantastic type of story. Oh god, what the fuck? Why am I lagging that hard? I apologize. But you know, Japanese fairy tales exist, and Hayao Miyazaki is very good at making them. So this build is in part based on Castle and Sky. I realized part of the way through that I was a bit ambitious with this, so I kind of scaled some things down. This is what it looks from ground level, and obviously I could have made it higher up, but that's okay. I feel like it works perfectly fine at the height it's at. I also feel like I could have done this. Now, for those of you who are having trouble seeing it, right in the bottom I put my redstone and my lapis. Right in the bottom of the actual thing. There's mossy cobble here, and there's regular cobble here, so I have that. This bottom part is actually part of it. As you can see, I put some glowstone down here, and I also put all my soul sand down here with the remainder of the soul sand. It took 45 soul sand, and then the other 5 are on the edges here. So we're just going to go up. We're just going to go up here. Don't worry, I shouldn't start taking any damage from drowning. Oh, I might. Okay, let me just do that. So here we are. As you can see, we got stairs made from jungle wood. We got the floor made of jungle wood and roof made of jungle wood. I chose to do the lava bucket, just do it over here, and I couldn't think of a good way to use the droppers. So I just put those things over here as kind of the frame for this fireplace. I originally wanted to do sort of the fireplace from Howl's Moving Castle. I realized that's a little bit of a stretch though, so I decided against it. Just in general. And here's the second floor. I put my blocks of coal and a little bit of spare gravel. If we go back down to the first floor, you can see that the gravel is actually the outer layer here. I have the stone bricks here. I've got some quartz. I've got quartz slabs all around. And I've also got some of the extra stone here. I tried to make it so that none of the required blocks were unseeable with the naked eye, but unfortunately there did run into a couple situations. Like, I think a little bit of the stone and the stone bricks is covered up by the lava and droppers. Just out of sheer accident. So we come up here. As you can see, I've got the wood logs for sort of the crossbeam here. You look up here, we've got bricks, we've got hay, we've got quartz, and a nice little pattern. And there is actually a ladder over there to get to the roof, which I will show you guys. And we got the coal and the gravel on these sides. And over here, I put the bookcases. I would figure this to be sort of a witch's enchanting station. I could have put... Another thing I thought about with the water bucket was just using it inside the cauldron. But I decided, no, my unique method of entry, it's very much nighttime, so if I can get away with getting out. And as you can see, top very well sort of castled off. I put cobwebs all around. I ended up with a pattern of them. And if you look up here, my last 2 glowstone... get out of the cobweb. My last 2 glowstone and my last cobweb are in the middle of the glass panes as this crystal, and you could just barely see it when we were all the way at the animal. When we were all the way over there to animal. And as you can see, it's really not that far. So this is my build. I apologize if it's not like as good as... It's not as good as I was hoping, but I feel pretty proud of what I've done. The reason I used bricks up here instead of going with more orange stained clay was simply to give the very top a little bit more of a different feel. I was hoping to make this crystal bigger, but I wouldn't have been able to make it tall enough if I made it bigger, so I decided to make the base of it bigger instead, and even then you still really can't see the base, but what I could have done was made a big base and then put the crystal on top. But what are you gonna do? Mistakes were made. I feel like it went pretty well though. Not terrible. For sure. I think the thing that I'm the most proud of in this particular build is number one, the way that roof turned out. That turned out good. Oh yeah, I put that there. I put this there to kind of mark it so that I knew where the middle was when I was up there. So that I wouldn't screw that up. I think I'm most proud of... I gotta admit, for kind of just throwing this together, I like the way this looks. Hello? I thought I heard somebody knocking at the door. And I also like the quartz slabs, sort of making the stripes. So yeah, that's my build. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And yes, this bottom part is part of the build. Let me just come down here. So you can see, you'll notice how I actually filled in a pre-existing lake with quartz. I'm going to run back to my house, preferably without getting shot to death. And tell you what, you guys, I will be right back, and we will look on from a distance at the final build in the dark so you can see how the lighting looks, because another thing I like is the way that I have it lit. So we'll be back. I think the visual we're going to end on is this one. This one with the castle right down there in the distance. I don't know. The lighting up top, I guess I could have done better, but I think I did an alright job with it. Let me know what you think of my build in the comments, and I apologize that it took me a little bit longer than the end of August. I've had other videos to take care of. I've had other gameplay stuff to take care of. I see a zombie coming, so I'm going to actually turn on my, my stuff and kill this zombie. While I'm doing that, I will see you guys when we get lost. Until then, this is your friendly neighborhood Boonslayer, signing out. Bye!